Hello, well, welcome back to the third day on the trot of the Build the Classic Routemaster with me, Horlicks. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the build. As I say, if you tuned in yesterday, we did a bit more on the bus. We've got all the seats done, thank God. It was very tedious, but as you saw yesterday, I did some of them off stream and caught up afterwards. So yeah, again today I've got some co-hosts with me. So we've got Adrian, which is here. There you go.
Hi all. Welcome back, everyone, again.
Yeah, back again. And then we've also got Dave.
Hello. Hello, welcome back to Horlicks' channel. And let's see what we can get done today, shall we?
Yes, there is a lot of... I've still got a lot of issues in this box to get through, so it's gone down a bit, but not enough.
Yeah, well, not enough, no. Now, let's see what we can get through today, because I'm feeling really confident that we're going to get something done today. We don't know how much, but we'll get something done for you.
Yeah, brilliant. So, yeah, we finished up on 74 yesterday, so the first issue for today is going to be 75.
75. Excellent.
Looks like Spaghetti Junction in this box, I must admit.
Yeah, certainly does. Well, issue 75 of Build the Classic Routemaster is electrical connections. In this issue, we connect the main lighting to the circuit board and test the effect. We also activate the bell pull, engine and horn sounds. And in the red circle there, it says you will also need 3 AAA batteries, and you'll find it helpful to use tweezers plug in the connections.
Okay.
So
right.
would you like to go through the chat first to see who's in there?
Yeah, we'll go through that. I've already got my tweezers to hand because I thought we might need them, and it just so happens I've got some batteries here as well.
You're so well organised, Horlicks.
So we've got Dave Milne. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm okay, thank you. I think we're all in the same boat. It's very, it's weird times at the moment, and yeah, just weird. It's really eerie. Graham Pressford, hello, good afternoon. How are you, Alex? Hello. So nice to see you back. You've been missed so much, and happy you're okay. Looking forward to your builds. And also hello to Dave and Adrian. Yep, hello, welcome, Alex. Thank you very much.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
Hi, Alex.
Nice to have you in there, and nice to have everybody in there, and nice that you're supporting Horlicks as well. Okay, so Horlicks, shall we go for a parts count?
Yeah, let's
parts check. Okay.
Where's my? I'll just open this. I'll open this up. Turn the camera around. Everyone can see what's going on.
We went a bit dizzy cam there.
Yeah.
So we've got Fleetwood J as well. Hi all. Keep them coming. Look after yourself and be safe, everyone. We will. Thanks, Fleetwood J.
Right.
Oh yes, it does look like Spaghetti Junction, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of wiring involved in there by the looks.
Yeah, quite a bit there.
So I'll just open this up and then we can check off everything present. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously this is issue 75 of Build the Classic Routemaster, and the key to the parts are 75A cable H, and that's a red. Is it red and black?
Yes, red and black with an LED on the end.
Okay. Yeah, an LED on the end. 75B, cable J1, and that's green and yellow.
Yes, J1, green and yellow, and that's got a switch on it.
Excellent job. And then 75C, cable M, which is looks like red and black, is it? Or red and green? Aha, red and green.
M, yeah, red and green with a switch on it.
Yeah. And then 75D, which is cable L, which should be black and white, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, with a switch on it.
Yeah. I've got a good memory, you see, haven't I? And then 75E is cable F. Cable F is 75.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the right parts.
That's the destination board lights, isn't it?
Yeah, there's two
Light boards.
light boards and there's a single LED off there as well.
Yeah, jolly good. Yeah, that's correct. And 75F is the extender cable C.
Okay.
And
I see, yes. This is what I don't think I'm going to need because of my mod, I've already extended the cable. So I'll put that to one side for the moment.
Jolly good.
We can have a look at that.
Yeah. Okay, so you might have to remove your plastic tray and you might have to, well, you're going to have your bus there, aren't you?
Yes. Okay.
Ah.
So let me clear some of this aside.
Yeah, okay. Dave Milne says he's on a week's holiday. It's so great to be able to watch shows. Well, thanks for that, Dave. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the situation we're all in, and there's not a lot of people working. And, you know, Horlicks wanted to catch up on his bus as best he could do. So what more can we say? We've got to do it, haven't we? So, Stephen Owen, hi all. Welcome back and watching your build. Happy memories. Yeah. Well, hopefully, Stephen Owen, we're going to get Horlicks up to speed on most of it, and it's going to be fabulous because obviously Horlicks is a professional builder with his Partworks builds and top-notch ears, and it's going to be something special.
Thank you. So, just a quick rundown of what I did. This is cable C, the one that's not long enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've done the mod. So, I've heat shrinked the two cables together, run them in and soldered them in up here. And because I had a spare bit of wire, obviously I've extended that all into one cable. So now, like, I've got plenty of room on this cable. Hence why I don't think I'm going to do that extender, because that goes straight in now.
Yeah.
With loads of slack.
Yeah, excellent job. Excellent job. Right. Okay. So are you ready for step one, do you think?
Yes. I'm
just whenever you're ready. We're doing it.
Camera because it was on autofocus. So there you go.
Yeah, that's
be okay for now.
Smashing. Yeah, that's grand. So obviously I think you're going to be working upside down, aren't you?
Guess it looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or is it the camera?
It might be the camera. Let me turn this round.
That's it. Yeah, that's grand. Yeah. Yeah, that's grand. Okay. So step one then. It's plug cable L 75D into socket L on the circuit board 59E. This is in the recess beneath the stairs. Note, cable C is shown plugged in left, but you may not have fitted it yet. But you have fitted yours, so we can ignore that little instruction at the end there. So cable L into socket L.
Okay, yep, I can see that next to the yellow and black wire.
I'm not being very helpful at the moment because I do have a little guide that I wrote out for the circuit board.
This is
Do you mean let you know which way the nodules go on the cables again?
I should be all right. I think I've got the hang of that. But
found my little diagram.
There we go.
L is the second on the right. That's correct.
Yeah.
So that's step 1 completed. What have you thought what you're going to do with your wires, Alex? Are you going to put them inside the bus, perhaps?
Yeah, I think I'll probably. I could come across here into the window.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when you move your bus, you're going to have to obviously sort the wires somewhere. I wondered if you could tape them for now, or put them somewhere safe, secure.
I could wrap them back up.
If there's switches, you need them later to test some things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the switch hanging out here, so I can still operate that. Right. Yeah, I might as well keep tidy as we go.
I'm just thinking about, it's terribly spaghetti junction-ish, and they obviously get all over the place, and
yeah, that'll do. I've just taped them up like that for now, and then we can
that's
do that later.
So super fine, yeah. So step 2 then, Horlicks.
Yep.
Step 2 is plug cable F75E into socket F on the circuit board 59E. Again, cable C is shown plugged in left, but you may have not fitted it yet. But as in step 1, you have fitted cable C. So it's cable F into socket F, and socket F is lower middle towards the left. I just made a simple diagram of the circuit board. I wrote it out because obviously that made it a bit easier for me to handle.
Yeah, definitely. Right, I'll just.
Right, did you plug that into the one on the right or to the left of you?
Put it into it's to the left. It's next to the P, more or less.
Yeah. Oh, E. Yeah, it's next to E and next to P. It says F on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was saying the wrong nut.
Right, I'm just gonna.
And while you're doing that, I'll say, Dave Mill, I did not put these cables into circuit board until they were needed, so I did not have to pull them out of the board again. Yeah, that's very wise. And Roger Thompson says, great to see you all. Thanks, Roger. Dave Bassett says, "Hi, Horlicks. Great to see you back."
Thank you. Right. Okay, that's another one in.
I'm not doing my job very good, Horlicks. I haven't got the show loaded. I haven't got the show loaded up onto my pad. So I'll do that in a second. So step 3 then. Step 3. Let's read the red circle first, and that's take care not to move the wires connected to the switch. You may find it helpful to tape the battery box to the side of the bus. And step 3 goes fit 3 AA size batteries into the battery box at 58B. Ensure that the position of the positive plus and the negative minus terminals are correctly as shown.
Okay.
Okay. So I do believe it's printed on.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Your battery box is the other way around to the diagram. Yeah, the diagram's got that up, so I think that's right, is it?
Yeah, I can turn it around.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Just confused me a bit then. So step 4 then, Horlicks, is turn on the switch on the battery box 58B. This is fitted to the underside of the rear platform 58A.
Yeah, nothing's blown
Okay.
up.
Say that again, Horlicks.
Yeah, done that. Nothing seems to have blown up yet.
Oh, jolly good. Right, so step 5 then. Step 5 is press the button on the cable L to illuminate the 2 LED panels and the small LED lamp on cable F. You will see the glow of the lamps better if you turn down lighting in the area where you will be working. Make sure all the connections are firmly in place as you work. And in the red circle there it says, always make sure the circuit board is turned off before connecting other cables.
Okay. Right.
So,
it's bigger.
there's a switch on cable F.
So there's the 2 boards and then the cable on F.
Oh no!
Doesn't seem to be much happening.
Right. You switch.
Oh,
there we go. Hey!
The switch must have already been on.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
excellent job. And the little light lights up, does it? The LED?
Yeah.
It's just that we can't see it. Oh, yes, we can. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent job. Okay. So that's step 5 completed. So are you going to turn your switch off again?
Yeah, I'll turn the switch off and I'll remove the batteries for now.
Yeah, because obviously the batteries do put a strain on the battery box if it's swinging.
Okay.
So, step 6 then. Well, we're flying through this, aren't we?
Okay.
Okay. Step 6 is place the lower deck roof assembly next to the lower deck assembly as shown. Identify the end of the cable J1 57H marked J, which is attached to the roof assembly. Plug it into socket J on the circuit board 58E. Pull the cord 57G to check the sound of the bell. Are you going to need your roof, Horlicks?
Yeah. Right, here's the roof.
Oh, yeah.
I'll balance it on the top for now.
Yeah.
So we want
You
cable
want
J.
J. Yeah, J1, J. And you plug that into a socket J on the circuit board, and J on the circuit board is hard right in the center.
Okay, I think that's in.
I've got a sense of deja vu here. I'm sure I've done this before with somebody.
Yeah, that's
So,
going down,
okay. So
down into
I would suggest you now put the switch back on and your batteries back in.
Okay.
And pull the bell cord. Yeah, there we go. Can we do it? Yeah.
There you go.
Excellent job. Excellent. Right. So, shall we move on to step 7?
7. Yep.
I think you might have to switch it off again, Horlicks. And
yeah.
I know it's a faffing about. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all right. As you say, the battery box I know is quite fragile, so I don't want to put too much weight on it.
Yeah.
Every time I'm moving it about until it's fixed into place. So
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just go back to the chat and Max Mods. Hey, hi Max Mods. Hello everybody. I've recovered after last night's technical issues. That you was stoic. You really was stoic, Mark. Thanks ever so much for that. And Dave Milne, me too, Dave. So I think that reminds me of something I've done somewhere along the line, helping somebody else, I think. So, right, step 7 then. So step 7 is plug the wide end of cable N, 58C, coming from the roof assembly into socket N on the circuit board. Again, see, cable C is shown plugged in, but it's not fitted yet. But it is fitted on Horlicks' model.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, come on. Oh, my pad wouldn't start up then. I was getting worried. It's okay.
Okay.
Right. So that's step 7. Step 8 is if you have fitted cable C 41K, unplug it from the socket C on the circuit board. I think you don't have to do this. Hang on a minute, Alex, because on step 9 it says plug one end of the extender cable C at 75F to the other end of the cable C and plug the other end into the socket C on the circuit board. Well, you've already done the light mod and you've attached that to cable C. And so what Horlicks has done is done an extension on cable C beforehand, which is rather clever, and he's already plugged it into cable plug C on the circuit board.
Yeah, so as I say, I've got 2 lots of lights coming in, and I've soldered them individually, and then cut a length off the C cable because I had a spare C cable, which has made that rather long. So I think that'll be okay. I'll keep the extension, obviously in case I have any issues later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that's going to be needed because there's quite a lot of length coming out from there. And
yeah, that's jolly good. Yeah. So right. So stage 10 then. Stage 10 is press the switch 38N in the driver's cab to check the horn sound. Press the switch 38M to check the LED lamps on the lower deck ceiling and the headlights and side lights of the front of the bus as shown in the insets below. So batteries back in, switch back on.
okay.
Okay. And into the cab for the first one, which is nearest the door in the cab, next to the steering wheel. So the first one, woohoo! So that's the horn.
Yeah.
Did it. And the next one next to the steering wheel. Hey! Now, are your headlights working?
Yeah. I'll see if I can try and get a shot of them.
Okay.
It's on its side.
Yeah, they're working. Yeah, perfect.
And the mod, obviously, the mod below the windscreen is working as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
perfect.
I can see that. Yes, I see the glow in your hand.
Yeah, definitely. Well done. Excellent job.
And everything seems to be lit up on the top as expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Right. So we'll need to turn everything off again now then. And you'll have to remove your batteries.
Okay.
Okay. And we're on to step 11. So we may need to see what you're doing for step 11. Your camera might want altering a little bit. Lovely. Excellent. So, step 11, and that is plug cable H75A into socket H in the circuit board 59E. And socket H is above socket P. Yes.
That one.
That one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is an LED. Okay. Okay.
Okay, you got that one?
Yeah, that's him.
And then step 12 is plug cable M75C into socket M on the circuit board. And M is right next to G back one, right bottom and back one. Right bottom and back one, M. Yeah, so the right hand bottom corner and then back one.
Right, yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. So step 13, unlucky for some. It's press the button on the end of the cable M to check that the LED on the end of cable H lights up. When you will see a glow effect, better if it's darkened area where you are working. So you'll have to put your batteries back in and turn it back on. And
So-
press the button on end of cable M. And
Oh,
end of cable H. Yeah, there we go. Excellent job. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Really good. Step 14. This is massive. This issue, it's massive, isn't it?
yeah,
So
definitely.
step 14 is connect cable J1 to connect to cable J1. Press the button on the end of the cable J1 to check the engine sound. So turn off your switch
Done that, yeah.
and connect your cable J1 to cable J1. That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah. And switch your switch back on and press the button on the end of cable J1. Nearly there. Excellent.
There you go.
Excellent job.
Brilliant.
And there's no more steps left now. That is the finished views.
Okay.
So well done.
So I need to think about storing this all then. So when do we need to access all this again?
A little bit later on. I'm not sure exactly when. Do you know exactly when, Adrian?
Well, when we
Tie all this up.
Oh, the next issue, isn't it?
I think we do some more stuff wearing on the next issue.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Cool. So I'll leave this as it is then for the minute, and then because obviously if we're still working on this bit, I might as well just leave it here.
Yeah,
And
you
then
might
we're
as well.
to 76.
So,
And do you want, did you check the last comment?
Oh, don't forget to check the bell pushes on the platform. Oh, okay. I'll do that now.
yeah, that's a good idea.
There's two on the two on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, on the back entrance.
Okay.
I think you'll just end up with buzzers there. Yeah.
There's one. Where's the other one? Up here somewhere. There you go.
Yeah, that's correct. That works, Stephen Owen. So there we go, fully working. Now, a bit later on, here's a little bit of inside information. A bit later on, you can swap some wires around and you can make them two switches or one of them switches into the bell sound.
All right.
It'll be both of them.
Yeah, the both of them.
If you just want all of them being the bell, you have to just then banging the bell.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can, look at that later on. And God, yeah, it does look a mess in there, doesn't it? All this wiring everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just going to let my little dog out.
Okay, no worries. I'm just going to take these batteries out then, and then I'll start opening issue 76.
Yes.
There we go. She wanted to be out of the dining room where I am, so. Right. Okay, so issue 76 then, guys.
Okay, so
Yeah. You tell me when you're ready, and we'll look at the parts.
okay,
So issue 76 of Build the Classic Routemaster is upper deck lighting and other electrics. In this issue, we continue to fit the electrical connections, including the lighting for the upper deck and the rear lights. And in the red circle, it says, when working on the electrics, always make sure that the power is turned off before you plug in any cables.
okay, yeah.
And a parts check is, it might be difficult to do, but yeah, parts check is 76A, cable N, which has LEDs on.
Yeah,
And green strips. Okay.
3 green
70
strips and a T on the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
that's correct.
cable, sorry, 76B, cable O, which is an extension with a green strip on. It might be with the previous cable. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That's
And
correct, yeah.
76C, cable G, and that's red and black, I believe, with 2 LEDs. That's correct. Yeah. So that's the parts.
Brilliant. So, step 1.
Step 1, connect cable N76A to the 3 socket on the end of cable N58C, already attached to the circuit board. The LEDs on the cable N76A are the lights for the ceiling of the upper deck. So obviously you've got a loose cable N coming out from the circuit board.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just unwrapping the cable for the minute.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tie this back up just to keep it together.
That's a good idea.
And I'll just lay it now, and then I can see N here. There's an extension coming out.
Yeah. So if you plug them two together.
Yep.
It doesn't say check it in step 1. So yeah, it's just telling you where things are. So step 2, after checking all of the connectors are fitted securely, press switch 38M to check that the LEDs illuminate on cable N76A to see the glow effect to darken the room area that you're working in, etc. So press cable N. Yay, there we go. Excellent job.
So everything's lit. Yeah.
Everything's lit. Okay, so that's step 2 completed. And if you turn your switch off and possibly remove your batteries, because we're going to be putting another lead in. So in step 3, we've got plug cable O 76B into socket O on the circuit board. And socket O on the circuit board is upper central towards the left.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay.
Where's my chat frozen all of a sudden? Let's hope we're not losing connection. No, I think we're all right. So, okay. So, step 4 then, Horlicks. Here we go again. So, you'll have to put your batteries back in and your switch back on. Sorry about this.
That's all right. There you go.
Okay, and it says in step 4, press switch 30am in the driver's cab to illuminate the red LEDs on cable O. Yeah, excellent. And then it says press the brake pedal to see that the LEDs become brighter. These are the rear lights, which also act as brake lights.
Okay.
So the brake pedal in the cab. Yes, I saw it. Yes, perfect. Everything's working.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And step 5. Sorry about this, but I think you're going to have to turn it off and pull your batteries out again.
Yeah, that's fine. As I say, it's just because it's heavy with these in, so I don't want to let it dangle on those thin wires with them in. So I'd rather just take a bit of extra time to do that than have to get the soldering iron out and everything.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as I did it. I did it exactly the same, Horlicks, and because my battery box was broken to begin with, so I had to solder it up. And I thought, well, I'm not going to have it broken again, so I'll just do everything bit by bit, and I did.
Yeah.
So step 5 then is plug cable G76C into socket G on the circuit board 59E.
All right.
And socket G is bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've just got the instructions on at the moment.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
There we are.
I've just put it in down in that bottom corner.
You just popped it in. So, and then it says you're going to have to put your batteries back in again for the final time, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, and press switch 38M so that you can see the 2 flashing LEDs on cable G. These are indicators. Yes. Excellent job. Working perfect. And that, Horlicks, is the finished views with everything working.
Brilliant. And just get that up. Yeah, mine doesn't quite look like that, but you know.
No, I don't think anybody's does.
Brilliant. Okay.
Excellent. So at least you know everything's plugged in and everything's working, which is absolutely smashing.
No issues.
So, and then for the coming issue of 77, coming in the next issue is a figurine of a schoolboy supplied as another passenger on your Routmaster.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is we're not going to need any of this for the moment, are we? So I think unplug. All right, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug this N cable.
Yeah.
So I can put these away for the moment. What else can I unplug? I can unplug. I can leave them on.
It's just really your
I
roof
think that-
ones, isn't it? Your roof ones.
Your roof panel.
Oh no. Are you still there, Alex? Oh no.
I still hear you, Dave. It's probably his camera basically.
Yeah, it could be camera. Oh no. Come on.
Oh, you popped on.
Oh. Must mean that the screen's gone.
Guys, yes, we're very
gone.
sorry at the moment. He's probably just his internet's probably gone down for a moment.
So yeah, I'm in exactly the same position as what Max Mods was last night, and I'm going to have to entertain you and all that, do all this sort of business. So yeah, you're on Horlicks' channel at the moment, and he's building the Classic Routemaster, and he got up to issue 77, and so obviously that's the Schoolboy. You can see him down there. Figurine of the Schoolboy for issue 77. And we're just filling in a bit of time here while Horlicks gets back to us. So there's the Schoolboy and the typical Schoolboy figurine, which we're going to put on our buses. And some people have put them upstairs and some people have put them downstairs. It's a personal preference as to whether they would be upstairs or downstairs. I'm personally going to put mine upstairs, and I'm going to put mine above the driver upstairs. And that's because when I was a little lad, that was my favourite seat upstairs on a double-decker bus, above the driver, seeing everything on the road and everything. So that was my personal preference. And some people have put them downstairs, next to not behind the driver, but next to the cab, looking over the bonnet. And because that was another favourite place where you could get some lovely engine sounds off the whatever bus you was in at that particular time, if it was a vintage half cab double-decker bus. And so obviously it depends on which your preference is as to where you put your little boy looking out the window. The next issue that Horlicks is going to do will be issue 78, and that will be the metal flooring that goes under the seating for the bus, under the upper deck seating, and that should be a nice easy issue with just a few screws, and it just simply screws down to the upper deck flooring like that, and so that should be a nice easy issue. So all we've got to hope now is that Alex can come back to the stream. Are you there yet, Alex? Can you hear us, Alex? Can you hear me, Adrian? Or am I there alone? I'm probably on the stream alone. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a lot of trouble with StreamYard and internet connectivity.
I can hear you, Dave. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, Adrian. So we've just got to hope that Horlicks comes back to us. Have you had a message off him yet, Adrian?
No, I just quickly sent him a message.
No, I haven't had a message from him yet, but we'll try and keep it going. Hang on, as much as we can. No, I've not had a message. So anyway, we'll carry on talking. So obviously, in issue 78, this is where we get to put the metal underneath the flooring, underneath the upper deck seats, and that obviously gives you some rigidity to your upper deck seats. And then in issue 79, we put the, let me open it up for you. We have these bits for issue 79. They're the front inside window and the rear handrails for when you come up the stairs in the back seats of the bus. So obviously we put bits together like this, which would be for the upper deck, front and rear of the upper deck, and the finished views to that this one. And we're hoping to get these issues done today if we can, but if the internet connectivity is not going to allow us to do that, then sadly we may have to break off. So and then that's issue 79. Issue 80 is the famous destination blind, and we've got all the destination blind in bits and pieces, and all the cogs and all the blind workings and everything, and the full destination blind of Route 11 that's applicable to this Routemaster that we're doing in 1966 livery. And there is the destination blind when it's finished on the upper deck flooring. And it's a clever bit of kit, actually. It does actually work. And a lot of people, when they've come to the destination blind, they've been twizzling the bottom rollers from inside the cab. And of course, you need a rather long finger to get inside the cab to twizzle the roller at the bottom end of the blind. Well, in actual fact, if you'd have waited a bit longer, you get to the outside of the bus and you actually twizzle the blind from the outside of the bus. And there's a little flap that comes in, I think it's 110, something like that. It goes under the destination blind, and you can lift that up, and you just put your thumb in and twizzle the roller from outside the bus at the front, and you can alter the destination blind.
I think that's in 108.
108, is it, Adrian?
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's 108, isn't it? Yeah. Oh,
here we go. Here's Horlicks. Hopefully coming back.
I'm so sorry. It's just ridiculous. The connection here at the moment is just a joke. I think they're running line tests and stuff, and it just keeps going off all the time.
You're all right.
So
So we'll backtrack to the Schoolboy issue 77 then, Horlicks.
yes, 77. That's what we're on next. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to just tidy this up a little bit because
I think you were just adding your wires up, wasn't you? Sorry about that. I was just explaining about the blind and everything.
Oh, brilliant.
Which some people don't know about the blinds. Some people are still trying to twizzle the blind from inside the cab, and you actually twizzle the blind from outside of the cab, from the very front of the bus. You've not gone again, have you, Alex?
No, I'm still out.
So yeah, you twizzle it from the outside front of the bus.
I'm just.
It would be nice if they put a little note, right? Okay, the way you change the blind, you will be such and such place.
Yeah.
Or they give you the option, right? Okay, you can either twizzle it there, or you can try and twizzle it there. Then people are like, okay, fine.
Yeah. So, where's the chat?
Okay, I think. Oh no, one more.
Okay, keep going. You're all right. So Dave Milne says he thinks it's 106 when we tidy the wiring up. Matt Beamer says, "Hey Alex, keep up the great work." Dave Milne says you don't need the black cables till 100 and odd. Max Mod says, "Now you know the feeling, Dave." I know the feeling well, Mark. I've been there a few times. Dave Milne, probably internet overloading with so many people being on at the same time. Yeah, that is true. Mark Knight says, "Good day to you all." Good day, Mark Knight. Hello. Dave Milne says, "You're on your own, Dave." Yeah, I know. Can hear Adrian, and funny how the host that goes down. Same happened last night. Yes, it did. And Mark Knight says that's a heck of a lot of cables, laughing out loud. Yes, it's a heck of a lot of cables. But everything works.
Yes, everything works. Where do I? Are we going to need this again? On
No, issue 78. No.
Not for a while.
Okay. Oh, I'm just trying to get the battery box secured into place. There you go.
That's excellent. Yeah, that'll work well now, will it?
So I can now put this back on the shelf for a moment.
Yeah, you can. That's exactly what we did with ours. We just bungled all the wires inside, and it's all you can do, really.
Brilliant. Ooh, so
Right. Are we going to issue 78 then, Horlicks?
yeah, 78. Oh, 77.
Sorry, 77.
77. So yeah, this is the figure of the Schoolboy.
Yeah. And while he was away, Horlicks was trying to explain that you can either put your figure upstairs or downstairs, but not in the ladies' chamber.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can either have him upstairs or downstairs. You can either have him either window upstairs at the front, or in the middle of the bus, or at the back, or wherever you like, because obviously he's a seated passenger and you can seat anywhere, either upstairs or downstairs. I'm going to put mine upstairs. Christina's put hers downstairs.
Right. I'd probably put mine upstairs because I remember as a kid myself, like I always used to run to the top to sit at the top of a double decker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all did, didn't we, at some point?
So brilliant. Okay, I'm going to put that up on the shelf with the other models that are boxed.
Okay.
And yeah, okay, that's 77.
77. The magazine's good as well.
Oh yeah, Martin said you'll have to put masks on all the passengers now.
To make it more realistic for 2020, yeah.
Current times.
Yeah.
Okay, so issue 78.
So issue 78, Build the Classic Routemaster. If you want to open it, Horlicks, then I'll begin the description. Second section of the ceiling framework. In this issue, we fit a second section of the framework to the underside of the floor of the upper deck. The ceiling of the lower deck will be fitted to this framework later on. So, and in this, are you still there, Horlicks?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
In this, we've got 78A, which is the second section of the ceiling framework.
Yeah.
And that is metal.
Metal, yeah.
Jolly good. Jolly good. And we've got two lots of screws. We've got FM screws times 10 and FM times 10 and IP screws times 5.
Yes. So FM and yeah, IP screws.
And in this section, Horlicks, you are going to need the upper deck seating and the other framework.
Okay. That is. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I believe you put yours on his side, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I just balanced it up on its side like that.
Right. Okay. So step one then is position the second section of the lower deck ceiling framework 78A on the underside of the floor of the upper deck. Note that there are 4 tabs on end of part 78A, each with 2 screw holes. These should be aligned with sockets on the previous sections of the framework 74A. After making sure that the tabs are fully inserted, fix in place with 8 FM screws. And then it says in the red circle, while you are fixing the ceiling framework, make sure that you do not damage the seats that are already on the fitted to the upper deck.
Okay.
And you may need some oil for this, Horlicks.
Yeah. Just checking that all fits in. Yeah, grab my oil, which is somewhere. There we go. And find the right screwdriver. So we want FM.
FM, yeah. So we've got 12 people watching at the moment. So thank you ever so much for those of you who are watching and commenting. It's much appreciated.
Oh. Yeah, it's quite difficult with it on its side.
Yeah, it's not popping in the holes properly, is it? That's where my foam blocks came in handy again. I've got several foam blocks, and I turned it upside down, and my foam blocks sat across the seat pads, and they just give enough room to not catch the backs of the seats on my desk. So that came in rather handy.
Yeah, I think it's a shame 'cause I haven't got anything like that here. Sorry, I know you can't see much at the minute. I've managed to get the pegs in.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to hold it with one hand while I try and get the screws in. But I've got one screw that's not liking going in at all at the moment.
It's probably a bit of paint block, or maybe not lined up correctly or something.
Do you want to try the other hole on that side, on that bar?
I think it's this screw here. It's not tightening at all. You can't see that. Yeah, that one there.
Yeah.
It's just spinning. It's not gripping at all. But it doesn't look like it's in enough. So
yeah,
I'm trying to get all the others in, tighten them up. Yeah, that one's doing the same.
So while you're doing that, Dave Milne says man's upstairs front above the driver's cab, and Mark Knight says, yeah, as a kid, it was at the top deck, right at the front for me. And Mark Knight says, Dave Milne, I think that's where all the kids sat. Yeah, we did. Dave Bassett says, great work so far, Horlicks, with the help of and advice from Dave and Adrian. And Dave Milne says, do some more of my Spitfire after tea. So you're doing the Spitfire, Dave, then after tea tonight? What section have you got up to? What step? What issue did you get up to, Dave? So Dave Bassett says I have to go for a walk with my border collie Pepsi. We'll watch the rest when I get home. Take care, guys. Okay, take care, David, and be safe and careful out there now. And Mark Knight says, here we go with the innuendos again. It's see, it must be you, Horlicks, that sets them off, laughing out loud.
Oh, I never said anything.
Dave Milne says, I used a shoebox fitted between the seat lovely to support his framework on.
I know you're off camera. I found a good position to screw these in. Because it's terribly.
That's sometimes the problem. Yes, I found one or two other parts you had to do. You couldn't exactly do it on camera. It's the way you got to hold it and trying to do something to it.
Sometimes you have to hold the thing close to you, don't you, to manipulate it in place and everything, and or further away from you or something, because obviously these parts are so big now.
Yeah.
Getting them on camera isn't always possible. So Stephen Owen says my build was the same, so I removed both frames and built it up to fit it back to front to the floor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. But okay, that's gone on.
And has it gone into the tabs? Are they going into the tabs?
Yeah, the tabs are.
Alex Demetrius, hi Alex. It says enjoyed your stream so much, Horlicks. Well done.
Thank you.
And Dave Milne says he's done issues 1, 2, so 3 and 4 probably he'll do, and that's his Spitfire.
Right, I've got the tabs in. So is it? So it's now over to
Step 2.
screws, yeah.
Step 2 is IP screws. Yeah, there's step 2 is check the fixing points for the rest of the framework. Note that the 2 of the screws fit into the sockets on part 73A and 2 fit into sockets on part 72A. Fix in place with 4 IP screws, again taking care not to damage the previously fitted seats. The inset shows the framework in place.
Okay, I will show you what I'm doing in a sec.
Okay, not to worry. Mark Knight said at least the frame should help keep strong and true. Yeah, that's correct. Because obviously the framework is metal, so, and that's the problem with the upper deck. It's so flexible, you know, for this business, and obviously with the metal framework under it, it isn't flexing or bending or anything.
It's a shame they couldn't have given us this one 2 issues before, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then it would have been perfect, actually.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better, wouldn't it?
And either say, right, okay, either fit the first half to the underside, or wait for the next issue when you get the second half, when you screw them together, then screw them on.
Yeah, that would have been much better.
It's probably down to which group of 4 they actually came out in, doesn't it, though?
Yeah, that's correct. See, it was different for the bottom deck because we had the chassis already, didn't we?
Yes.
Right, I think it's okay. I'm not sure if my chassis is, the top chassis is slightly bent.
I was going to say pop it down on your
because look,
on your desk. Oh, mine's been a bit like that, Horlicks. Yeah, it does straighten up once you get your sides in. Depends on what it's like on the desk. Yeah, I think it's all right. I think they'll pop into place once you get your sides on. Mine did. Mine was exactly the same. This one behind me here was exactly the same.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's all done. So I've put 4 IP screws in.
Yeah.
On the back bit, as you can. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So that is the finished views then, I believe, on this issue. Yeah.
Wow.
The finished views are the framework that the lower deck ceiling will be fitted to is fixed to the flooring of the upper deck.
Okay.
That's the finished views. So that's issue 78 done.
Wow. Okay. You're really making a lot of progress on this, and that's heavy now.
That is heavy, yes. So issue 79, we get the handrails are supplied together with the front and rear walls of the upper deck.
Okay. Oh. Just this out. So 79.
79. Yeah, issue 79. And in issue 79, it's the upper deck handrails. In this issue, we supply part of the front wall of the upper deck and the rear wall. Around the top of the stairs, handrails are fitted to each of these sections. You want to
Okay.
go for a parts check, Horlicks?
Yep. Let me just open these up, and then we shall go for. A check. Okay.
Okay, so we've got 79A, the rear wall. Yeah.
Yep.
And 79B, a lamp. Which is that one there, yeah. That's the one. And 79C, a handrail. And that looks like the one, yeah.
Yes.
79D, a handrail. And
The
that's
bent one.
the bent one, yeah. 79E, the handrail support, which is that little tiny one, yeah. 79F, a grab pole. That's the one. Okay, and 79G, the front wall. No, not that. The front wall. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. And 79H, the front window frame. Yeah. And 79I, the handrail. The twin handrail. Yeah, that's one. And then we've got screws of JP screws times 5. And AP screws times 4 in silver.
Yes. Right. JP. And AP in silver.
Yeah. I believe that might be a fair silver screws for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen any coloured ones for ages. Okay.
So there we go then. So step 1. Step 1 is take the rear wall 79A, which will fit around the top of the stairs. Get the orientation of the part and push fit the curved section of handrail 79C into the top of the wall. Push fit the lamp 79B into the recess in the wall so that the light bulb goes through the hole.
Okay.
Oh,
So this goes
handrail.
in.
As long as you get your orientation right, you'll be right. Yes. Yep,
Yep, that looks right.
that's correct.
Okay.
And then the light fitting.
That is in, but quite loose. So I'm tempted to put a bit of tape over that.
Yeah. Just to hold it. Yeah. Jolly good. So step 2 then.
Okay.
So step 2 is turn the rear wall 79A around and push fit the handrail support 79E into the notch at the top of the wall. Take the angled section of the handrail 79D and fit it into one end of the socket in the curved handrail 79C. At the same time, fit the peg on the top of part 79E into the socket on the underside of the part 79D. Sounds a bit of a strange request, but it's quite easy, really.
Okay.
It goes into the funny notch, yeah.
Working out which way it goes. That's the question, though, isn't it? So,
That's yeah, it's working out which way it goes. Looks nice. Looks nice. Yeah, looks nice. Obviously, you need your angled handrail.
Okay, so that pushes into there.
Yeah, into the other handrail top.
Okay.
Okay. And step 3 then. Take the grab pole 79F and fit the peg on the lower end of the pole into the socket on the top corner of the rear wall.
this one, you might want to keep that on one side, not fitting it, because it'll get in the way if you turn the up deck upside down.
That's correct, Adrian. That's absolutely correct.
Okay. So leave this off for the moment.
I would
Yeah.
suggest that you strongly do, yes.
Okay.
Because you are going to be able. I was going to say you could tape it to that, I suppose.
Yes, you
If you
could tape it.
You can
Not
move
stick
it down. Yeah, move it down, tape it there. Then at least you'll know that it's there.
Yeah.
As long as if it sticks up about half an inch from, that'll be all right. Yeah, it's just that you're going to have to fix that at some point to the upper deck seating. Yes, that'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. So step 4 then is take the front wall 79G and check which side faces the inside of the upper deck. Take the handrail 79I and position it along the top edge of the front wall so that the screw holes in the handrail are aligned with the sockets on the top edge of the front wall. Fix in place with 3 AP screws, and I believe they're silver.
Yes, they are. So that should go on looking something like that.
Yep, I think it does. Yep, that's correct.
So I'm going to do both ends first to get that middle one lined up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Put them in so far, then do the middle one, and then and go through them all, tighten them all up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There we go.
Excellent. And then we've got step 5. And step 5 is take the front window frame 79H and check which way round it should go. Align the tabs on the lower edge of the part 79H with the sockets on the front wall 79G. Fix in place with 4 JP screws.
Okay, so looking at the diagram, we're going like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's correct. Yeah, that's definitely correct.
And then
4
maybe
JP screws. So in terms of difficulty, Horlicks, do you think it's been difficult so far, or?
No, not for me personally. I think the issue I did 64, was it 65?
Yeah.
That was, I mean, that would have been really challenging, but obviously taking the back wall off first obviously helped a lot. But no, I haven't found anything too difficult.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for me, 29 was awkward, and 40 something was awkward, and 65 was awkward, but nothing too strenuous, really.
No.
Excellent.
Okay.
So step 6 then is the front wall can now be fitted to the front of the upper deck by inserting the 3 pegs on the lower edge of 79G into the corresponding hole in the
Before
floor
you do that,
of the upper deck.
next is you actually screw something onto that piece. So you might want to not fitting it onto the top deck, so you can actually fit the destination blind onto it. Then either leave it off or push it on.
Yeah, that's a good thought there, because obviously the destination blind is the next issue, isn't it?
Okay, so you suggest leaving it off of here till we've worked on this, and then
Yeah, the other way around.
Yeah.
The other way around it. That's it.
And then attach it on there afterwards.
Yeah.
Is that just a push fit anyway?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a push fit.
Yeah.
I left mine off until we got one of the sides on, so then I could anchor it a bit more.
Okay, sounds a plan. We'll do
And
that.
so that's more or less the finished view then, Horlicks. The 2 bits that you've built up. That's it, yeah. The finished views of 79.
Lovely. Okay.
So the next issue.
Yeah,
The next issue is the destination blind is attached to the rollers in the front and fitted to the front of the bus.
well, I'm nervous now. I've seen some. I don't know. I don't know why. I just think this is going to be a nightmare. This one. Is that why you were quizzing me about finding things difficult?
Yeah. While we're on this issue 80, if anybody listening has a spare one of these issue 80s, I would be very interested. because I'm missing an issue 80. So if somebody wants to, if somebody's got a spare issue 80, please get in touch with me, because I'm looking for one. Okay, thank you.
Brilliant.
Have you got some tissue handy so you can wipe your hands off the oil off your hands before you then touch the blind bit again?
Tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've got a toilet roll somewhere.
Or a piece of cloth, something basically wipe your hand,
Oh, actually,
rub
yeah.
oil off.
Horlicks has got some toilet roll, people. He's one of the lucky ones.
Struggled to find 4 rolls. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is a bit daftness, isn't it?
Just yeah. I just didn't understand what people thought. Like, I wondered if they all thought they were going to grow 10 more bottoms at the stroke of midnight or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Okie doke. So,
Okay, so in this issue, it's the front destination blind. The front destination blind with the choice of route numbers, destinations, is fitted to the front of the bus. And we'll go for a parts count, shall we?
mm-hmm.
So part 80A is the frame. That's the one. And is that, what's it made out of?
Metal.
It's metal. So, wow. I bet that's a heavy piece as well, is it?
Fairly, yeah.
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 Okay. So, and part 80B is a cog times 3. I take it the bag's sealed and everything, is it?
Yeah. Wow. I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be, but it's got a split in it, I think. That's why there's grease coming out. But
yeah,
I'm just going to get the oil over these.
Over the cogs. You may have to be very careful, and that's where your cloth toilet roll will come in handy, the tissue, because obviously once you get oil on the blind itself, it actually discolors the blind and makes all the numbers and letters run, which isn't very pleasant. So obviously we're putting out a big warning here to everyone that be very, very careful with the oily cogs, the grease on the cogs. Make sure that your fingers are all nice and clean before you do actually handle the blind.
Okay, yeah.
So that's 3 cogs then. And
yeah, I've got 3 with round circles or with holes in.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 in here with square holes.
That's 80B and 80C then in that bag.
Yeah.
Okay, and 80D is a rollers times 2. Rollers.
Okay, they are in there.
Yeah. Times 2. And 80E is the blind, which is in there.
Okay, I'm just going to clean the hands. I've got some alcohol. I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to get anything out of them blind.
Or grease.
Yeah, make sure it's nice and dry, your hands. And it's like the rollers as well. The rollers have got to be kept grease-free because you'll be sticking the blinds to the rollers.
Yes, I guess that's why I didn't take them out earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
So shall we leave the blind there for now, or?
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
take it out and have a look if your hands are nice and clean. It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's going to be lots of different destinations on there that you can actually put it on. So the next thing then is screws of times 3.
times 3. Yeah.
And LM times 4.
MM3. LM4.
Yeah. And JP times 5.
JP.
Times 5. And in the little red circle, it says, note that cogs 80C have squared off holes to fit over the shafts on the ends of the rollers.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay then.
So when you're ready, we'll have a start on step 1.
God. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So step 1 then is take one of the cogs 80B and identify the fixing point on the side of the frame 80A. The cog fits over the small raised screw socket, fixed in place with an LM screw. Yeah, so if you have it in the orientation which you have, it's looks like the third one along.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let me try and tackle this. I want to try and do it without touching them, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get this tray.
Pop them in there, yeah. So Dave Mon says, good show. I have to go as the dog needs to go for a walk. See you on the other side of the show, Alex.
Yeah.
So, and Steve Graham says, hope you have a good eye for this. Remember watching Adrian do this. And Mike Knight says, oh, look, have you got any kitchen roll to use?
I have it obviously in the kitchen in the other room. Okay. Well, I'm doing it with tweezers and that, so I'm not actually touching anything. So, and the grease keeps it quite sticky on there, so I think that should work quite well.
Yeah, I do. And that should be screwed on with an LM screw.
LM. Okay. And I'm going to put a bit of grease. I might use a bit of oil just to help that through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on. How tight does that need to be?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
That's fine. That's gone as tight as I dare, and it's still got a lot of free movement on there. So I think.
Right. Jolly good. Okay, so step 2 is take the roller 80D and slide one end with the shaft circled in red through the hole in one side of the frame and across the other side of the frame. So one roller. Let's have a look at your roller. Yeah, and I think that wants pushing through to the other side, doesn't it? So yeah. Yeah, somewhere there, I think it is. Yeah. Okay, and then step 3.
Okay.
Step 3 is the shaft on the end of the roller 80D is close to the cog fitted in step 2. Take the second cog 80B and fit it on the second raised screw socket on the side of the frame 80A circles. Fix in place with an LM screw. Okay, yeah, the second one, yeah, that's correct. And obviously that's a non-squared one. Just a circle.
Yeah.
Not a square one, yeah. And you'd put that the same way up, Horlicks, so cogs facing you, or cogs outwards.
I'm just trying to get rid of the excess grease in the middle of that.
It's quite horrendous, isn't it?
Okay, I think that'll do.
I think we all remember how Adrian struggled with it, didn't you, Adrian? Is he there, Adrian?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
So I just quickly popped out for a moment.
that's all right. We're just
I'm back again.
saying about how you struggled with the blend that time.
Yes. So we're on step 4 right now.
Yeah.
So
step
LM,
4 then.
I'm just putting the.
So just putting the screw in. Yeah. Yeah, we will be on step 4 in the next one, Adrian. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So step 4 then is take the first cog 80C and fit it onto the shaft of the end of the roller 80D on the outer edge of the frame 80A. Fix in place with an MM screw. Note the tooth side of the cog faces towards the frame. The teeth will mesh with the cogs and that have already been fitted. Hold the roller still with a pair of pliers when you fit the screw. So this cog goes downwards towards the frame. So the cog parts go in to the other cogs. And the squared shaft part goes on the squared part of the cog, making it mesh with the others.
Okay.
Okay. And it's fixed in place with an MM screw. Roger Thompson, this is issue 80.
Just trying to see if I've got any pliers.
So yeah, Roger Thompson said it's good going. Just been out for some exercise, and you're still at it. Yeah, we are. That's good going. What issue are you up to now? And it's issue 80. Horlicks is doing now. So, and if you've been away, and if you know of anybody who wants, who's got an issue 80. I'm looking for an issue 80 because I'm short of an issue 80.
I don't actually have any pliers.
Try
Cutter, but
I was going to say try gripping it really tight with your fingers.
I did try that just now. I wasn't having much joy, but I'll see if I can use the cutters and just not put too much pressure on it.
Yeah, because obviously you don't want to cut through your bar.
No. Okay, I think that seemed to work actually.
Jolly good. Jolly good. And you can spin that, can you? Yeah.
Quite freely.
Jolly good. And it's not loose?
No.
No? Okay. Smashing.
Okay.
So we've got Chris Camplin in there as well now. Hi, Horlicks, Dave, and everyone. Glad to see you back.
Oh, hello, Chris. All right.
Okay, so step 5 then. Step 5 is take the third cog, ATB, and fit it on to the raised screw socket at the end of the frame, 80A, so that the teeth mesh with the cog fitted in step 3, as shown. Fix in place with an LM screw.
Okay.
So that's the end one. So same orientation, Horlicks, and same side for the cogs, except that's the very first one. And it's got a rounded centre. Mark Knight says looks like a soldering station with all those clip things. Would help loads with that, laughing out loud. Chris Camplin says, time to get my laptop back in. Hard drive back up now. Trying to get an SSD working on it.
Yeah, I converted all my computers to SSDs. The boot up time is so much better. Right, LM screw.
So LM screw, yes. This is where you may have to hold it again when you screw the screw in to stop it all turning.
No, you should bring that screw into the framework.
Oh yeah,
that should be all right.
Of course you will.
Okay, it's in.
Yeah.
And it moves.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit loose.
Yeah, so long as it meshes with the other one, it's okay. Yeah, meshes with the other ones.
Yeah, it's just really loose on the post. That's all.
Yeah. You can't get the screw any tighter.
No, I don't think.
It's probably the fraction of the pole. Basically, it's a little bit fraction too long.
Yeah,
or they made sure they are loose because they got to rotate smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's gone in a little bit more. Okay, that seems to be okay, yeah.
Okay. That better? So Roger Thompson said they've had something called extra PC supposed to speed up any laptop, like it's new again. And Roger Thompson also says as long as you don't have too much play. So I don't think you've got too much there. No, you've not. That's better, yeah.
To tighten up a bit more.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, Horlicks.
Right.
Okay. So step 6, and it says in the red circle, read step 7 and check the orientation of the frame and the destination blind before removing the protective backing from the adhesive strip on your blind. So what I suggest at this point is that you clean your hands again. And it says you need the blind, and in step 6 it says peel the protective backing off the adhesive of the strip of the lower edge of the destination blind, ATE.
Right.
Okay, so this is step 7. Step 7 says very carefully align the lower edge of the destination blind, ATE, with the black line of the roller, ATD. Take your time to ensure the correct position, and when you are happy with that, it is straight and central, stick the adhesive strip to the roller.
So you got the wrong end, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the wrong end there, because obviously you've got to have it in the same orientation. He's maybe just cleaning his hands, that Adrian.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
So the secret is keeping it nice and square and straight, and then popping it into the roller.
So it makes it difficult because where they've cut this, it's not straight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing as to whether it's actually straight or not, isn't it? So, and obviously they're using the black line on the roller as a guide to stick the edge of that. And I think you've got to stick it to the edge. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like, I've just got a bit of grease on my hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a devil's own job to not have the grease on it. So Mark Knight says apparently on Windows systems you can try this MS configuration command, and that can speed startup too. Roger Thompson says, I remember Penny doing this. You're doing a fine job, Horlicks, as you always do.
Yeah, there's a bit of grease on here. Right. I think that's straight.
Okay. We all held our breath while he did that.
So I assume I roll it up now, do I, a bit? To get
Well,
all that sticky stuck.
Well, let's go on to step 8 first.
Okay.
Because 6 and 7 was more or less the same, wasn't it? So let's go on to step 8. And step 8 is identifying cog 80C fitted in step 4. Using a screwdriver, rotate the screw MM that holds the cog in place. Turn it in a clockwise direction so that the blind 80E winds onto the roller 80D.
Right.
And I think, again, this is why you have to keep it really nice and straight. Mark Knight also remembers Penny doing this, and Roger Thompson says mine didn't work too well on the cogs, but once fitted to the front panel on the top deck, it seemed to work okay, but still a bit nervous when I use it.
Keeps wanting to spring.
Yeah, it's one of them moments where you need a third hand.
Hmm. Wowza.
It's going. It's going. Izzy Harris, hello all. At least there's only 1 hour difference now. Seeing the dream team is back. Yeah, well, nearly all the dream team. Penny's not with us today, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Nearly there.
Nearly there.
Okay, I think that's all right.
Okay. I think it's going okay, isn't he, Adrian?
Yes, that looks okay.
Yeah. Okay, so step 9 then.
Okay.
Step 9 is take the second roller, 80D, As before, slide the end with the shaft through the frame 80A and into the socket on the opposite side of the frame beside the cog that you have been fitted. The inset shows the second roller in place.
Before you insert that, that's blind's meant to be on the other side of that piece of metal.
Oh, okay.
If you look at the image of 9, it shows it's on the other side.
Yes.
That's it. That's right.
Chris Camplin says patience is the key. Yes, that's correct. Izzy Harris says, where is the rest of them? They're not joining us today because obviously some of us were streaming last night. And Izzy Harris says, patience, Horlicks, patience. Horlicks has got bags of patience. Haven't you, Horlicks?
Yeah. There we go. So what I can do that is wind that up a bit.
Just to take the tension up, yeah. You don't want too much tension on it there, I believe. So that's step 9 done then. I believe. Yes. I thought we had another cog on that, Adrian.
Yeah,
we
will do later, I think.
A bit further on. Sorry, my mistake. So step 10 then. Step 10 is peel the protective backing off the free end of the blind 80E. Bring the lower edge of the blind up to a line with the black line on the second roller 80D. When it is accurately aligned, straight and central, fix with the self-adhesive strip in place on the roller.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. So step 11, using a screwdriver as in step 8, continue to turn the screw that holds the first cog 80C in place. Roll the blind 80E onto the roller 80D, leaving a very slight amount of slack in the blind. See step 12. So the amount of slack that it shows you in step 12 in the instructions, leaving a little slack in the blind as indicated for the first cog 80C onto the end of the second roller 80D. The teeth will mesh with the adjacent cog 80B. Fix in place with an screw. Sorry if that sounded a bit gobbledygook.
Do you think that's enough slack or too much?
That's maybe too much. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, somewhere there.
It depends how tightly you got it wound on that cog, basically. If it's
Maybe
quite
about-
loose, so basically you need it quite tight, because when you start unwinding from one to the other, it does get a little bit quite loose.
Yeah, it does. Up there, yeah.
You might want to, once you put the other cog on, wind it onto the other one, wind it back again, and see how loose it comes. And then you might want to take the cog off again and alter it.
Yeah, you can always take the cog off and move it.
Okay, so I'll do that then. So I'll put the other cog on.
Yeah, which is 80C with a squared end, obviously. And you put the cog teeth towards the frame. And you're nearly there. What's that? You want to go out? Yeah. Just going to let my doggy out. Come on.
Okay, and then I'll use the MM.
Yep. Oops.
Oh, that didn't want to work too well.
Okay, I'm back.
So what I'm wondering is, obviously, once fitted this cog,
Yeah.
the roller's going to want to move. And in the previous one, we had to hold it with a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
But now we've fitted the blinds, we're not going to be able to do that.
You got the other rollers you can hold, anchoring it while you're tightening it up.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, screwdriver. There you go. So I'm going to have to hang this off the end of the desk, use my pliers here to grip the teeth of that one, perhaps.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
No, it still wants to.
Still wants to turn, does it?
Hang on. Okay, I think think that'll be okay.
Right. You
Okay.
sure? You sure?
Well, yeah, it's on. It just depends how tight. I might have to remove it and make the blind looser because I think it's gone a bit tight again.
Okay, so step 13 then, Horlicks, is align the screw holes in the tabs on the side of the frame 80A with the sockets in part 79G on the front of the upper deck and fix in place with 4 JP screws. So it's actually fixing that to the front bus of the bus that you did in the last issue.
Okay, I'm just winding this up. Yeah, I see what you mean, Adrian. I've got loads of slack again.
You see what I mean? Yes, it depends how tightly originally you wound it up first off. Now, if you let it go, it slackens it off basically.
Right, so now I need to undo that last cog again.
And then just move up a couple of cogs, eh? Or a couple of teeth.
Thing I try and do is undo screw bit to. Oh.
Well,
It's one of them moments where we wish we was there so we could give you a hand with it.
Yes. When I was doing this, one of you were here, I think.
come on. Yeah, that's gone loose again. I thought I'd tighten that.
I don't think you'll get it incredibly tight. And generally speaking, we have got a few more steps to go before it is 100% in the bus, because obviously it goes behind the destination glass
Right.
on the bus. And I do know you do need a little bit of slack on it. But it's getting that slackness right. So it might be the case that you might have to experiment at a later date.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me just want to try and get this. A marginal amount smaller gap.
Yeah. Now looking at it, looks about perfect.
Yeah, as soon as you unroll, there's quite a lot, isn't there?
Yeah. It's nothing you've done. It's the design.
I said, it depends how loose you roll.
Yeah.
We'll get there in a sec.
Don't forget, when you unwind it from one roller to the other roller, there will be a bit slack because don't forget you're going from large to small and vice versa. So in the middle, you don't want it too tight when you're both 50-50 sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we'll have to go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Jolly good.
So let me just wind this back up to where it was. Actually, 1 minute. I've just seen that spring right out. Oh, what an issue!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think.
Jolly good.
I don't know. It's just that I'll have to do because I'm just going to get grease everywhere. Cool.
Yeah. Right. So, are you gonna fix that to your front end then?
Yeah. So step 13.
Step 13 is align the screw holes in the tabs on the side of the frame ATA with the sockets in part 79G on the front of the upper deck. Fix in place with 4 JP screws.
Okay.
Okay.
JP.
Does that mean you're a Fulham fan then, Horlicks?
Oh no, just wait there. There you go. So
Excellent. And that's what it says on the magazine, Dalston Garage, but it says Dalston Garage private on it, actually. I think that might be at the end of the rail, one way or the other. I can't remember which way Dalston Garage is. Dalston Garage and private you're looking for.
so that goes really tight. So that's really tight now, and there's more behind it.
Yeah, that's a bit odd, isn't it?
So tight that it can't pull anymore.
Yeah, that's really odd. That must mean that the rollers are maybe not square.
I think I'm going to have to undo this. Which one was it? We're going to have to let some slack off again.
Yeah. That was the.
Yeah, this is a very tricky issue. This is the trickiest one I've had to do yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we seem to be working now.
Jolly good. Jolly good. That's exactly how it looks in the magazine, except if the front is fastened to the bus, the top deck of the bus.
Brilliant.
So, and that's basically the end of this issue.
So now, is it good to put this onto here, or do we need to wait?
Well, the illustration has it on there, but it's just put
It's
into the,
totally your choice, but I left mine off until the side fit these sides. Then I pushed it into place. Because you'll find you'll be fitting some stuff on the underside.
Okay.
yeah.
I think I can't remember which. Yeah.
Next issue, actually, Adrian. Next 2 issues are fitting things underneath the upper deck floor there.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I think that'll do for today's. That was quite a long one. That was so. That was quite intense. That one. I think this is, apart from the engine, I think this is my next most difficult one. It was very very challenging, that bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Seen quite a few people do it now, and including Christine, and she did struggle too. So even though she did manage to get it sorted in the end. So
brilliant. Okay then. So let's see if there's any comments. I can't remember. Whereabouts did you go up to, Dave, with these?
Only patients, Horlicks patients, Izzy Harris near the bottom there. So I don't know whether there's been any more since.
So because, well, I say yeah. Okay, well, oh God, we've been off 2.5 hours. That's mad. Oh no. Okay, so
I was going to say, do you want to call that it for a while?
Yeah, I'm going to end the show there because we've done 2.5 hours. So what day are we on? Was Thursday today.
Thursday. Yeah.
So yeah, perhaps I'll come back Monday, maybe Monday afternoon. But I'll speak to the guys and see where it's but yeah. I think I'll end the show there. As I say, it's been 2.5 hours. I don't want to keep you any longer. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, really pleased. That was a hard issue, that AT, for me.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's done. It's another one of those, sigh of relief that bit's done. I saw a lot of people had issues with them.
Yeah.
But thankfully, mine seems to be okay at the moment. And all the electrics work, because of the previous issues we did. So I'm really pleased that works as well. So we're good to go.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'll just hand you over to Adrian and Dave to say their goodbyes and whatnot, and then I'll be back. So, Adrian.
Well, you know how I felt when I was doing my one, especially when I was doing my one on live stream.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, we could go and help him.
Yeah. You need lots of hands for that.
Yes. I found it a tricky one. I'm glad you managed to do it in the end.
Yeah.
Well done for doing it.
Brilliant. Okay, so and then we've got Adrian. Sorry, Dave.
Well, thankfully you did it in the end, Horlicks, as you always do, perfectly nicely, and we got all the electrics going and everything, which was great. And hopefully sometime very soon we'll get some more done to it as well. So but obviously you've got lots more to do yet. But that was great building, nicely done. Patience is the key. Nice and steady as you go, because obviously these issues are getting quite difficult now, some of these. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for commenting, and give Horlicks a nice good thumbs up, as you always do, and join us back next time when we're back doing some more building.
Brilliant. Thanks, Dave. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So see you when I see you. Probably Monday. I think I'll have a day off tomorrow, and then obviously we've got the weekends. So yeah, I reckon possibly Monday. So yeah, thank you, Dave and Adrian, again for coming on. And,
You're welcome.
And see you all next week. Take care.
Bye-bye now.
Take care. Bye-bye.